here with head football coach, and coach coming off a first week win over Simpson College, 41-29. Talk about your team's performance. What do you think you did well, and what are the things that you want to improve upon going into this second week?
Yeah, well, we had a great trip. We had our guys, we left on Friday, had time together. You know, you go through camp and you're kind of flying through things and you're tired a lot.
Yeah.
We're going down there, and the excitement and the tightness of the group was incredibly evident in the overnight. And we just have some team meetings at night that really solidify us. But we really, in those meetings, we just talked about committing ourselves, you know, to one another and to winning and to being as good as we can tomorrow. And I was so proud of the guys, how hard they played and how it was brutal hot. You know, I mean, there's temperatures because of the turf and everything.
Right.
That it was like about 100 degrees. The dew point was 75, whatever it is, but it was nuts. And it was our big guys. We had two drives in a row, one of 15 and one of 13 on offense, where, you know, we're just hammering it, and those big guys, they looked a little hotter than the little guys. But I was just so proud of our guys, giving their hearts to one another. We talk about Romans 12:1, present your bodies a living sacrifice, and they kind of did. And I was really proud of them because there were some tough things happen to us. Some of them our fault, some of them not our fault.
Yeah.
But the bounce back to that was
Yeah.
just amazing. You can kind of feel how the guys care and love each other when you see that.
Well, let's talk about that. You go up 21-9, and Simpson was able to put together 2 scoring drives, and you see yourself all of a sudden down 22-21. What's the message to the team, or what are the things that you saw specifically from the players that said, okay, we got to overcome this, you get back in front, and then you lead the rest of the way?
Well, one of the great things was we didn't get up and down. We didn't,
Yeah.
you know, Dawson gets an early pick, and we were jacked about it, but we knew we had to go again. And then we made a couple of mistakes to help them get back in, and they had short fields and did those things, made some big plays. We had they had 5 first downs on penalties, and those are things that we just had to sharpen up. And some, you know, a couple of them were just we can fix, and a couple of them were just kind of bad breaks where, you know, guys running this way, and it wasn't even necessarily a bad call by the official, but maybe a little, but also, you know, just a circumstance. But you got to understand that that's going to happen, but it didn't bog us down. We didn't, you know, sometimes you get up by 3 scores, you kind of, you know, thinking you're hot and all that stuff, and so we didn't do that. But so it really helped us a little bit to just stay in the fight, and there was never anything where we were discouraged, and there was never anything where we were just so hard. And so we want to commit 60 minutes, which in real life is 3 hours, you know, to give yourself away. And again, I'm so proud of the guys, the spirit. You know, I think there's a couple things here. Sam Gibbous played unbelievable, and he's really built, but he's not a big dude. But he is running over people and carrying them, and the offensive line is like near death, and they see that clown carrying 3 guys, and it's like, hey, you know what I mean? So all of a sudden, boom, and so that was really fun. And so Gideon was great, and our backs, Bryce Kunkel as a freshman, did some great things. So we ran the ball like crazy, and then we kind of got the passing game going as the game progressed.
Well, I was going to talk about your offensive line play, 250 yards on the ground, and kept your quarterback pretty clean most of the day. What was the thing that inspired them? What did you like about what they were doing up front?
Well, you know, that we felt like we had a few things where we were sputtering. Their hands were soaking wet, and so because they were sweating like crazy. So both Jake and Jaron had some problems with handling the ball. Yeah, and so we had to fight through some of those things, but we felt like we could just keep kind of hammering and until we could open some other things up for other things. But we want to run the ball. We want to go downhill. We don't need to run. I'm excited because our passing game is awesome and it's ridiculous, and we didn't get into it very much. You know, we only threw like 16, 17 times. So, the game goes like it goes. You prepare all your stuff. We tried to do our things. Jake hurt his hand a little bit, and so, we worked through things like that. And then Jaron came in and did an unbelievable job, and he can really run. So he had some key first downs, and and Rossi he hasn't played in a real game for a
Right,
while. He's at the
right.
U, and so last time I was thinking, last time he's in a real game was at the All-Star game when he's in high school. So that was amazing. He did a great job, and those guys, I mean, they're just, as long as we just stay all together,
Right.
it doesn't matter who gets the credit. We just want to play our guts out for 60 and see who wins, and hopefully it's us. I like it more when we win.
Well, real quick in closing, in the limited scouting that you've done on River Falls, looks like they're a similar team. Run the ball, limited passing, but effective when they do pass, and good defense. What do you see? What do you need to be successful against the Falcons?
Yeah, I think they're a defensive philosophy team. We're not really necessarily. We want to run the ball downhill and do those things, but we're pretty balanced. I think they probably want to be too. They're really kind of pride themselves in their defense. They're kind of all over the place. They mix things up, and they can trick you, but they're sound too. So we're gonna have to just be. They cause you to have to be disciplined, and we have to run the ball and make plays when we can on the perimeter. So it's going to be a good team. Both teams, want to build it on defense, run the ball well, and make big plays in the passing game. So there's kind of two similar teams. They're Wisconsin school, and they're physical, and that league is crazy physical and crazy good, and we think it's a good test, and we like those guys. We like playing them, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Coach, 1 o'clock this Saturday, our home opener, and looking forward to having the guys back on the sideline.
Should be great. Can't wait. Be there.